Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of. Hi guys, so the football season has officially ended for 2024-25 with the UCL finals, PSG and Inter Milan. It was a very lackluster final. I mean, I have seen some horrible finals. Chelsea Man City was a horrible final, and this was one of them. I mean, 5 goals there, not like 1-0 against Chelsea. Chelsea against Man City, of course. But yeah, one team not playing well at all, and the other team beating them down is not a final that I personally like. I like finals with goals, like Argentina and France. Wo finals I very much enjoy. But finals like these, even the 1-0 finals, which are a bit competitive, just not passing the ball around, are very good. I don't like these type of finals where one team is just beating down the other team. But such is life. What can we do? PSG scored 5 goals against Inter Milan, and Inter Milan did not have a single reply to any of those goals. I don't understand how Inter Milan, जो सेमीफाइनल में 7 गोल मारी, कम्स टू द फाइनल स्लीपिंग. आई डोंट नो उन लोगों को जेट लैग हो गया, क्या हो गया म्यूनिच में. मैं मैच देख रहा हूँ एंड आई डोंट फील एनी एनर्जी कमिंग फ्रॉम देम. I'm very happy for Luis Enrique. I'm very happy for Marquinhos, for Donnarumma, for the team, for the entire PSG project that has been going on for the past 10 to 12 years. But Inter Milan, with the type of football they played, I don't think they deserve to be in the final, because it was just gift wrapped and given to PSG. कुछ भी ट्राई नहीं करे इंटर वाले. देयर वॉज नो क्रिएटिविटी इवन विद द सब्सटीट्यूशंस दे ट्राई टू मेक आफ्टर द हाफ टाइम. आई डोंट थिंक दैट प्रोवाइडेड एनी change in the team. PSG was still dominant, still going strong, and they just steamrolled them. कुछ नहीं कर सके इंटर मिलान वाले. एंड द टाइप ऑफ फुटबॉल वी थिंक दैट कम्स आउट ऑफ इटली is a type of football where defense is prioritized, is a type of football where aggression is prioritized more than anything, and there was no trace of it. कहीं भी नहीं, पूरे मैच में किधर भी aggression कहीं नहीं दिख रहा था इंटर मिलान के अंदर. इंटर मिलान was just sad. 12th minute अशरफ हकीमी scored a goal, they were sad. That's it, that's the commentary on the game. कुछ भी नहीं बोल सकते वो गेम के बारे में या इंटर मिलान के बारे में. If you watch the semi-final, you know कि भाई डम्फ्रीज चला रहा था गेम पूरी, और ख्वारिज के लिए आके डम्फ्रीज को क्लोज डाउन कर दिया. दैट इज़ वेयर आई थिंक इंटर लॉस्ट हाफ और मोर देन हाफ ऑफ देयर चांसेस. सो या, क्रेडिट टू Kvaratskhelia, and there should be more talks about him. I've seen this clip where Luis Enrique is explaining to Dembele why it is important to show energy when he's up front. If you guys haven't watched it, you should. So I think that clip should be shown to the Inter team. Because if the upfront is leading them, if the strikers are pressing up, then the whole team will have the energy that अगर striker ball लेने में इतना effort डाल रहा, midfielders will think, okay, I have to put in little more effort than strikers because that is my position. Then the defenders will think, okay, I have to put in a little more, a lot more energy into it because the strikers are doing so much. So that is how a mentality should be made. Tottenham winning the Europa League was the biggest surprise that I have ever experienced in football. Tottenham कुछ जीती, ठीक है, कम्युनिटी शील्ड नहीं, FA कप नहीं, प्रेम नहीं, सीधा यूरोपा लीग जीत गई. A European competition under Tottenham's belt makes them better than Arsenal in the last, I don't know, 20-30 years. Arsenal not winning anything since the Invincible season. Anything. Tottenham. I don't know why when I speak about Tottenham it goes off to Arsenal all of a sudden. But yeah, Tottenham winning the Europa League was a big surprise, because the other team who was in the final were really focusing on the European competition and not focusing on the Premier League. So they did not win the Europa League, and they did not win the Premier League, and in the Premier League they did not even qualify for European football next season. and I don't know what they're going to do next season. That is, of course, yours truly, Manchester United. Manchester United has to be studied. मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड इतनी भंगार टीम हो गई अब, मतलब Manchester United has to go down in history as the team who made worse and worse decisions over the years. Since Ronaldo left, they have not won the UCL. They've not even come close to winning the UCL. I mean, how are you a club? How do you call yourself a big club where you haven't seen something up close in the last 10 to 15 years? 15, 16. At least come close. Like Barcelona has not won in the last 10 years. But they do come close. That's why they're still relevant. Manchester United is not relevant at all. At all. They came close in Europa League. I know Barcelona wasn't playing well a couple of years ago either. But they were still winning the La Liga. They were still winning the Copa del Rey. I mean, Barcelona very well could have been in a position like Manchester United. But they are not, because they are a club. They are a club with history, and you are too. ऐसे decisions कई को ले रहे हैं Manchester United वाले, I don't understand at all. Manchester City, on the other hand, good decisions. And it was just unfortunate that Kevin De Bruyne was injured. And Pep Guardiola has a system. He's that type of a manager जो एक player को पकड़ लिया तो उसके साथ ही खेलता. And if that player is no longer with him, then tactics, they need to be changed. And to change them, then that is a long process. मैं हमेशा ये सोचता हूँ, Pep Guardiola is a manager who can win you trophies. Okay? उन्हें trophies दे देता, उसको तुम टीम देना. उसको तुम टीम नहीं दिए तो उन्हें कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. He is not a special manager. I mean, his tactics are special, but he needs a team. He is not the type of guy who will win UCL with Porto. He is not that type of a manager. उन्हें बहुत अच्छा मैनेजर है, उसके टैक्टिक्स बहुत अच्छे हैं, बट ही नीड्स वर्ल्ड क्लास प्लेयर्स विद हिम. केविन डी ब्रुयने जाते ही पूरा उसका सिस्टम फेल, पूरा सिस्टम फेल. हालैंड खलास. Haaland was a very good player when he was in Dortmund. He used to create his own chances as well. He used to dribble, he used to body. Man City में आके he became a poacher. उसको ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी करने की कुछ. आप डेवलप कर रहे हैं प्लेयर्स को. You are putting them in a position where कि भाई तू ये कर, इससे गोला जाते, इससे तू कब जीत जाता. Okay, but that is not developing the player. That is just winning trophies. अभी Bernardo Silva, very good player, very promising. At least 2-3 साल पहले तक he was very promising. अभी Bernardo Silva है. Bernardo Silva plays really well in Man City. But as soon as he dresses up for Portugal, उन्हें कुछ भी नहीं खेलता, कुछ भी नहीं. Pep Guardiola is a two-edged sword, because players will have glory under him, but they cannot play anywhere else. Barcelona being the undisputed champions of Spain. Of course, they did not win the European Cup, which is very sad. Barcelona, undisputed champions of Spain. Of course, they deserved it. They played well. They beat the best team in Spain, which was Real Madrid, by the way. I mean, other than Barcelona, of course. So yeah, very deservedly so. Barcelona are on top of their game, and next season they are getting a keeper. Like I said in my previous video, they should get a keeper, and which they are. And I'm not saying Szczesny is bad, mama. Szczesny is very good, but the problem with Szczesny, I've explained the problem with Szczesny. As long as he has given a tactic, as long as it works even 70% or 80% of the time, it is good. Szczesny is a good keeper. The other problem, as I mentioned in my previous video, it is the striking. Striking is a problem, and Marcus Rashford, I believe, is the solution, because he is fast, as are the other two, Yamal and Rafinha. He is fast, he can be decisive, and he can be the next striker at Barcelona. I really hope they land him or Gyökeres. I know Barcelona is not in race for him, but yeah, if they land Gyökeres, that I think would be very, very good for Barcelona. So here's hoping that they land Gyökeres, they land either Gyökeres or Rashford, and all Barcelona's problems will be done. Of course, they need some bench जो डिफेंस में they can help out after 70 minutes. Real Madrid on the other hand, they do need a couple of things which I don't think they are working towards. रियल मैड्रिड के प्रॉब्लम्स है, डैनी कारवाल नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? विल फाइंड अ रिप्लेसमेंट. हु इज इट? ट्रेंट अलेक्जेंडर? नो. Arnold is not a replacement for Danny Carvajal. Arnold is a completely different player. Completely. Ekdam, Arnold is a type of player who goes up and doesn't come back down. You need people in the down because your defense altogether is very weak. So either reinforce it. If you're going to, अभी तो Trent आ गया, so they need to reinforce the defense. And I don't understand Arda Güler कहाँ खेलने वाला है, because apparently Arda Güler is going to get the system that Luka Modric had. Where is he playing? Because you have Tchouaméni, you have Camavinga, you have Jude Bellingham, all these names, they're not going to let a young player play. So I don't know what Xabi Alonso will be doing. I don't know how he will handle the egos in the team. Of course, Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Junior should work on their chemistry, which they did display in the last couple of games of the season. मगर उनको और काम करना है उस पर. And Fede Valverde, of course, nobody can say anything to him. He is उन्हें एक player है बस. He is a very good player. No criticism for him. And I don't know if Real Madrid would come back in the next season. I think they would need this year. But आधे साल में तो they can come back. I don't think they will pick it up from the get go. Season शुरू होते ही Real Madrid कुछ करना शुरू नहीं करती. But yeah, halfway into the season, I think there is a very good chance that Real Madrid will turn into a good team under Xabi Alonso. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen in the next season. PSG is the team to beat and Barcelona will be the ones to beat them. Other than that, FIFA Club World Cup is coming up. I think Real Madrid should win it. But let's see if they're not playing their best 11, maybe they won't. Of course, Ronaldo has not signed a contract yet. एक 40 साल के आदमी के वास्ते इतना ड्रामा हो रहा भाई, इतना मज़ा आ रहा मालूम देखते हुए. I mean, Ronaldo can come to Real Madrid, some people are saying. Al Hilal, I don't know where he'll go. I don't think he'll come to Real Madrid. Even if he comes to Real Madrid, it will only be for the Club World Cup. Because I know Real Madrid never invests in baggage. और इतनी यंग टीम रख के एकदम रोनाल्डो को लाना, it does not make sense at all. Because even if for the Club World Cup, right, let's say if Vinicius or Mbappe drops out, then they can bring in Cristiano. But you're keeping Vinicius, you're keeping Mbappe, and then on top of that you're bringing Cristiano. And I don't think that will sit right with the attack and the overall team mentality. So yeah, Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso should think before getting Cristiano, but they know better, so who am I to say anything about it? Dembele should win the Ballon d'Or. But I think that the way they are trying to market the Club World Cup, maybe अगर एक team जीत गई Club World Cup and their best player gets the Ballon d'Or, I mean they should have performed in the league as well. But yeah, so if they want to show the significance of the tournament, maybe उसकी आड़ में they will give it to somebody else. Here's hoping Gyökeres or Marcus Rashford ends up at Barcelona, because that would solve a lot of problems for them. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're still tuned in, leave a like and subscribe to On Field Humor. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Champions of Europe, you'll ever sing that.